In the last module, you learned the central tendency measures like mean and median. But central tendency measures cannot alone describe the data. We need also to measure the variability in data, which describes whether the values are clustered or spread out. In this section, we are going to discuss variability in data, which is an essential concept in statistics. For any statistical analysis, we need to measure variability. We need to find ways to reduce it. Variability can be measured by many metrics. In this section, we are going to discuss the common ones like range, variance, standard deviation, percentiles, errors, and residuals. In this lecture, we will begin by the first variability measure, which is the range. The range is simply the difference between the largest and the smallest value. Let's now learn how to calculate range in Python. But first, let's import NumPy and pandas like this. As an example, consider this data. To calculate the range, we need the maximum and the minimum value. We can find the maximum value by using the built-in function max. Similarly, we can find the minimum value by using the function min. So we can find the range like this. As you see, the range for this data is 66. Now, it's worth mentioning that the range is not a robust measure for variability because it is sensitive to extreme values. To illustrate this idea, have a look at the range of this data. This data is similar to the previous data except for one extreme value, which is the value here. Notice how this single value affected the range. To calculate the range for a NumPy array, we follow a similar method. As an example, consider this NumPy array, which contains 10 random numbers. I created this array using a function that we are already familiar with, which is np.random.rand. Now, to calculate the range for this NumPy array, we use the function max and min like this. Notice that in this case, the functions are NumPy methods, so they are applied to the array. I mean, after the name of the array, which is different from the way we calculated the minimum and the maximum for the list, where the list was passed as an argument for the function. For data frames, calculating the range is exactly the same as for NumPy arrays. As an example, consider this data frame. To calculate the range for the column age, we use this code. Sometimes we are interested in the minimum and the maximum values to confirm that our data is accurate. For example, to confirm that the data in the gender column contains only 0 and 1, we can find the minimum and the maximum value to confirm this fact. To display the minimum and the maximum values for the gender column, we use this code. With this, we come to the end of this lecture. In the next lecture, we are going to learn variance and standard deviation. Thanks for watching and see you there.